So here we go. This is knitting and crocheting items that ribboned in the open class exhibit booth at the Croix County Fair. So the first up, there's this cabinet full of little like small things, and there's some great stuff in here. So we're gonna pan down and give you and show you. I know many of you know Miss Megan Lynn Fry, and she put in some 190 items total in the fair in antiques and knitted and crocheted items. So you'll see her name on many of these ribbons. So she got a first for that. And isn't that adorable? That is Rowan felted tweed, in case you were wondering. Isn't that gorgeous? These very cute little mitts and booties. And then we have Kelly Clark, who actually won several ribbons here. She does really beautiful lace doily type work and some other kind of things. So have a look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? It makes my eyes cross a little bit. Look at, see? Isn't that beautiful? We've got a hat. We've got a cute little cow hat. I believe that is, again, Miss Megalyn Fry. Cute little amigurumi camper. Looks like Tilly, a camper I know. And there is a abominable snowman. And I can't see whose name is on that. Susan Kaler got a first for these knitted mittens. And Renee Bow with this adorable little blue cow amigurumi. Check that out. Ribbon for that. So many cute things. So many. This sweater, which is made out of, I believe, Encore tweed. But you could do the same thing with Hayfield. That little adorable little man sweater, isn't it so cute? It was made by Megan, and that got a first, and so a champion ribbon. And then we have this great mermaid blanket. You cannot see the blanket in here other than just the fabric, but there is a photo of it right there. Isn't that great? That's Joanne Baker. She also got a champion for that. And we've got a reserve grand champion here for Susan Kaler again on this knitted. It looks like it's a sweater and mitts. I'm sorry I can't take these things out of the case, you guys, but trust me, these stitches are delicate and just beautiful. Kathy Allman. I bet it's a shawl. Look at that gorgeous yarn. She got a grand champion on that. That is knitted. Here, check that out. Isn't that just beautiful? Such beautiful stitching. Congratulations, Kathy. Very nice. We're gonna that's my very pretty shawl. You guys probably saw me working that up earlier on Facebook. I got a champion on that, so thank you, judges. I appreciate that. And then Megan also on this wrap got a champion. That is Spun Colors from Premier. And again, we have other yarns now that are comparable to that. Jewel Spun would be very comparable to that you can do fun things like that with. They have that striping rustic effect. And then we have this blanket, which I suspect is something similar to a wedding ring quilt. It is massive. It is a massive blanket made by Nicole Whipple. And that is also a first place champion. And if you crochet, you know what you're looking at there. Look at all those bobbles pulled through frame stitches. Isn't that something? She also made that cute little bag. And then we have Julie Solberg made this. Look at this. That's that Naughty Cat with the Christmas lights pattern that I shared you guys on Facebook just like a couple of maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, she did that. Isn't that great? And we've got a champion ribbon here for Kelly Clark on this blanket as well. Cabled crochet. Beautiful, beautiful things. So gorgeous. There's a reserve grand champion for that looks really familiar, and I'm kind of wondering if it isn't Megan, if it isn't Angie Swanepoel's, one of her Highland cows. I can't tell because I can't read the tag, but I'll ask Megan here in a second. But check that guy out. Look at the tongue. Isn't that great? So we're going to move back here to the wall where some larger pieces are. I really wanted to show you guys this. Made by Diane Gadatis. Look at this. It's got an honorable mention and a first place ribbon. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Very, very, very beautiful, and congratulations to you, Diane. Julie Solberg made this and got a first on it. Again, with the very delicate, he's crocheting with cotton, you guys. It takes nimble fingers, but it sure is fun. Catherine shirts. I love this. It is a cardigan with a pretty simple, the simpler like granny cluster stitch, okay? But look at these pockets. Isn't this the best? So great. It's so great. Carrie Davenport. It's Astra something. I've seen this pattern all over the internet. She did one. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, gorgeous use of color. And I'm just going to go from the side so you guys can see the layers of texture that are involved here. This is not a simple project. Not at all. It's so dense and so thick, and it's like doing the crocodile stitch on crack, like over and over and over and over again. And you start, look, with just, I think it's 12 double crochet. So yeah, it's just gorgeous. She did such an amazing job. It's literally perfect. Every point is perfect. Well done, Carrie. Very well done. And she also did that one, smaller, and it's done with more like a thread or lace weight. It's just also very, it's just stunning. Very difficult. That's got a first on it. Megan Lynn Fry got a reserve grand champion for her mandala that she made. Really beautiful use of color again. Keeping the stitches simple and letting the color stripes shine out. Looks really nice. She's got it on an antique hoop. Ricky Van Dyke made this little blanket. Got a third. Maxine Pike did this blanket with these motif squares. Look at that. And again, you can, so much fun with color doing something like this. Just beautiful. This feels like a cotton, so it's very heavy, but what's nice about that is it holds its stitches very well. You get this smooth uniform when you're doing squares like this. It's really nice to use cotton. Then we have some small items here that have ribbon from Megan Fry, Susan Kaler. We've got some slippers, hats. Another honorable mention with a first on it for this scarf. I just want to show you how delicate this is. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful knitting. Beautiful. And here, by Miss Kelly Clark, is the winner of the Best in Show Yarn Yak Award. Is this. So, grand champion, and a champion, and the Yarn Yak Award. So very much big congratulations to Kelly Clark for winning that. I'm going to back up so you can get the whole scope of the size of that thing. And then remember, it's thread. It's cotton thread. Isn't that amazing? So beautiful. And I'll zoom in on it for you so you can see the individual motif. Anybody want to count how many stitches there are in one of those? Go ahead, I dare you. So wonderful. Very, very, very good work. We have more small pieces here from Catherine Shirts, Nicole Whipple. We have this really awesome Green Bay Packers blanket with a nice patch put on it from Mary Klimek. And then Nicole Whipple made this. I gotta show you guys this. Take this in. I'll start here. That's also got a first on it. Look at this dragon. So it's done in chenille. Full amigurumi. This is a big project. This is not a small project. But if you can work in the round, you too can make something like this. There's probably a little sewing involved, I would imagine. She did a really fantastic job. He looks great. He's even got webbing between his toes. Check it out. Isn't that awesome? I love it. That is a really cool dragon. Very awesome. So congratulations, Nicole, on the first on that. That's really great. And we have some more blankets here. Some more small doilies. We have this great little pencil scarf. Got a second, made by Megan Fry. One of those fun party blankets where you do like a different stitch with a different color, like every row. Kathy Alleman. And then we have a little bit more to look at here. We have a giant booby, which is a design by Carla from the stash, and it got a third place ribbon. We have this little tiny scarf, or stocking, I'm sorry, made by Kathy Alleman. That is really cute. It's probably about 3 inches tall. To give you an idea, like here's my finger. It's not very big. So it's tiny stitching where you cross your eyes and hope for the best. She did a great job. You got a sweater, a little star blanket. I got a 4th place on my sheepy basket that I made with macro and a big round basket bottom. And then we have another blanket from Julie Solberg, which is another cool motif. You guys probably have seen this pattern on the internet, all over the internet. This looks really difficult, but it's not like kill your brain difficult. And you can have so much fun with color doing blankets like this. Is a great way to use up scraps too. If you have a little of this and a little of that, as long as you can make your weight work, it works out really great. Maggie Brown did this granny square blanket. Just makes me want to curl up and take a nap. It's perfect. I love the colors. Here's another winner for Megan. Shawl? Sweater?
Kids cardi.
Made out of Queensland Perth. It's a kid's cardi. It's very pretty. Elizabeth Larson knitted this sweater, and I love the yoke on it. I'm gonna just spread this out just a little bit so you can see it. Really pretty, really pretty. And I love that color pink. Maybe a few smaller things down here as well. Rita Pelowitz, Megan Fry, Karen Johnson. Got some simple washcloths and other things like that, you guys. You do not have to make a Holy Crackers piece like that to enter the fair. You can enter small things. It's just fun to enter, it's fun to participate, and it supports our area's arts. So there's a lot of other stuff to see in the open class building. There are tons of quilts and art pieces. There are plants. So definitely stop on out here and have a look this weekend. And definitely think about entering in the fair next year. We'll see if we can help you guys with that and streamline the process a little bit. We'll talk more about that later. I'm really sorry we couldn't do Yarn Yak tonight. There was just things that were going on here that were beyond our control, and I do really apologize for that. But you have seen all the ribbons. You have seen all the pieces that were entered. So I hope you enjoyed your look in case you can't get out here. And I will see you guys soon. Happy yarning, my friends.